Hey everyone, welcome back to the KEMPIRE Daily YouTube channel. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you don't miss any of the uploads. I love being on TikTok because you can have a quick conversation and then continue that conversation in the comments. But I thought I should do a larger video because it opened up a larger conversation for me in regards to life experience versus education. We were talking about Karen Huger versus Wendy on the Real Housewives of Potomac. First of all, the Real Housewives of Potomac have continuously been bringing it in the last couple of seasons where it's almost outshining Atlanta, but not completely. First of all, the reason why I want to talk about life experience versus education is because Wendy, who is a doctor, she has her PhD. She's a CNN commentator. She is a tenured professor. She is accomplished. She is Black girl magic personified, as Candace would say. But so is Karen. And Karen doesn't have a degree. She doesn't have 4 degrees like like Wendy. But it really started a larger conversation for me because, education is a wonderful thing. It really is. But education comes in multiple forms. There's the formal education of going to school. I've done it. I'm well educated. I come from an educated family. I also think because it's such a big accomplishment, especially for Black people, and we celebrate it and we love to, if we are a doctor, we like to be called doctor. It's because of the history of how far we've come from. But at the same time, I don't think it's good to downplay someone's life experience or downplay someone just because they don't have the same level of education that you do. I've met many people that don't have necessarily the same education, but to me are probably smarter, wiser. I would prefer wisdom and common sense over book smart because I also know a lot of smart people that do not have common sense. And I would prefer common sense, spirituality, spiritual mind, a really high intellectual mind than someone that's just book smart. That's me personally. But I don't see a problem with either one. But I thought Karen's read of Wendy was epic because to me she spoke not just for herself, but for every person that probably feels insecure because they don't have the same level of education. But the other big point to bring up, there are billionaires and millionaires, and not just because of their how much money they've made, but also the success and their impact on society that either dropped out of college or never made it to college. So if you're watching this video and you're on the fence about college or getting more education, there's nothing wrong with that. But if you feel bad because you didn't do that, let that go. Not everyone is meant to go to college. A lot of people aren't. A lot of people will not go to college, especially now where more and more people are becoming entrepreneurs. And yes, there's benefits to taking classes and learning more about what you want to do. But certain things you don't necessarily need education for. And education isn't always formal education, going to college or taking courses, traveling the world, being a parent, all different types of life experiences, I feel teach you so much more. And I would love it to see if colleges would start to implement more life experiences. That's part of the reason why they give you internships, because you probably learn more from your internships than you did sitting in classroom. Ask me something that I did in college in the classroom. Do I even remember any of that? Or have I implemented any of that within what I do today? On some level, because I'm not going to deny being able to talk in front of people, being able to do this on some level from doing, course assignments and things like that. And the emphasis on public speaking as a kid in school, mind you, that was before college though. I'm sure all of that helped prepare me to be where I am. But life always prepares you. Life puts you in places and experiences to prepare you for the things that you want to manifest. So it's not always going to be formal college. But I loved Karen's read in that moment because it reminded me, and I'm sure so many other people, that education is a wonderful thing. And Wendy, you are amazing for achieving what you have, and you have a place in this world. At the same time, making someone feel bad for not having that same level of success or education, to me, is just ignorant, as Karen said. She said, I may not have a degree, but Wendy, I succeed. No matter what you decide on in your journey, be okay with it. Don't allow other people's opinions to dictate your journey. Because at the end of the day, it is your journey and no one else's. And let this be a reminder that no matter what road you decide to go down, you can't get it wrong. Yes, you might hit some bumps in the road and it may be longer than you needed it to be, but you can't get it wrong. Thanks so much for tuning in for another video here on the KEMPIRE Daily YouTube channel. Again, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you don't miss out on any of the uploads. And I'll see you tomorrow.